Okay guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another video. We're going to be looking at the Mexican McDonald's now. Now, unlike the Fulton one, I'm not as familiar with this one. I have looked it up in the past, but I'm not, as familiar with it. So, I figured we can look back at this one and all that. I will say that this one was remodeled at least in 2007. I think 2007 or 8 is when it was remodeled. It kind of depends on where you're at in Missouri when it comes to Google Maps. I don't know why they can't just let you go back to whenever you want. Heck, I actually heard originally you could go back to like 1986. Or actually you can even view it on Google Earth. The problem is though it never loads anymore. Like, it will not load. Like, I've had the thing sit there before and it will not load. And I've tried this on, my newer phone, which is this one. I've tried this on the computer. It will not load. So, I don't know what to do about that. So, I'm just going off Google Maps here. This one looks like, though, it says it closes soon, which is at 11 p.m. So, it's going to close at 11 p.m. Kind of like the one in Fulton. There are some locations where they're open 24 hours, but a lot of them in Missouri are not open 24 hours. They used to be before COVID hit, but not anymore. Actually, look at this one. Look how similar it is to, it's very similar to the one in, it's very similar to the one in Fulton. But this one, is in Mexico, Missouri. I've been to Mexico a few times. We've actually gone to the Mexico Walmart in the past. And actually, I videoed the Mexico Walmart back in 2019. Of course, I didn't get to the outside of it. I did eventually record the outside of it, but I didn't get to the outside of it, when I did it the first time around because my memory was running low on space. I didn't do that or the bathrooms. Honestly, though, the bathrooms, when it comes to places, I don't usually care about them. Well, in the past, I didn't care about them too much, but I kind of do it, because maybe other people might want to see them. Plus, you can kind of see how people kind of lived and all that with the stuff, Some of the bathrooms, are decorated too, so that's nice. But check this out. We got a little Mexican place over here. I haven't even ate here yet. I've been wanting to, but never have. I was gonna do that with Delaney with Easter Seals at some point in time, but then I cut cost or contact with them when it comes to going out into the community because I did all my goals and all that, so I can no longer go out with them. It really sucks, because I really don't have any friends to do this stuff with. Like, I do not like that. Like, I wish I had more friends to, go to, but I really don't. Okay, I guess it goes to 2008. I don't know why I said 2006. I meant to say 2008. But check this out. If you look over here, though, check out the McDonald's. I was trying to see if this restaurant was anything else, because it looks like it could have been something else, but I don't know. If you go over here, though, it looks like it's all painted up. It's like Mexican places tend to be more fancy. Like, why can't, the rest of these places be more fancy, too? I guess, to be fair, a lot of Mexican places are probably owned by actual people, but even, dining rooms, a lot of people have dining rooms. They're not really, like that, and I don't understand why. But check this out. See this? This is the McDonald's here. Oh, wow, that was fast. I forgot how fast it was. This is where the old one was at, though. But this is what I'm talking about, see? And they're trying to complain about, or trying to do this whole, environmental stuff here. And I'm like, this right here's what I'm talking about. See, they tore this one down. And then they built one all the way over here. So they can't go and say that this and that because they do it all the time. And you can say, well, this is forever ago, but they still do this now. They'll tear down buildings and rebuild them. Like those tourist attraction ones I told you guys about, like in Texas and all that. They've rebuilt those. I mean, some of them they made it to the same building, but a lot of them they'll tear them down and put ones next to them. They did this with one of them in Florida. They actually tore it down and just rebuilt it. So, I just don't understand, again, why they have a right to say that. But that's crazy, though. So that they just built it over here, I'm like, yeah, McDonald's, this shows you, too, that McDonald's started kind of doing this back in the day. And this one's been sitting here ever since. I don't know if it has anything else here, but I'm going to check. Because I got some photos here and all that. And again, it'll show you the latest. You can do the latest up here, but it will not, it will not let you do, like the reviews. It will not let you do the other stuff. And I don't understand that. Also, it's not too busy. That's crazy. But yeah, I don't know why they can't do, why they can't just let you go backwards and do it that way too. Like, it's so freaking picky. Like, I hate this. Like, I wish there was something else I can use. I mean, there's probably other things I can use besides Google Maps to view stuff, but right now I don't have anything, But check that out, though. We got all the dining room. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, nothing really, fancy, but I do have the little lights up there. That's pretty cool. Got red and orange and green. I think that's green or black. It looks like it's on the outside though of the windows, so I don't know. Also, this one for some reason keeps pulling up too. I don't know why this image pulls up. I don't think it's been pulling up lately, but a lot of times I'll pull up a McDonald's and it'll pull that image up, but I don't know why. I mean, maybe it was pulling it up and I wasn't paying attention. I don't know, but it's just so stupid, But check that out, though. Check this out. This is what the dining room looks like. This one doesn't look too bad, but I'm just curious what the other one would be like. And that's the thing, too. I can't really view the other one because the other one got tore down. Oh, here's what the floors used to look like. So they would have looked like these. This is kind of like, this is actually what, this is what the floors would have looked like. Yeah, I remember this now. I think I kind of remembered it. Yeah, I remembered it anyway, but I didn't remember what it looked like. Apparently, they actually used the older floors. So these are the floors that we saw in the other pictures of the other McDonald's. These are what they looked like. They don't look like that anymore. They look like this now. Yeah, I don't really care for I don't like the black, on the ceilings and all that. I kind of liked it being kind of white. But a lot of it's kind of just black now. There's another one here from 7 years ago. And then you got this. Check this out, though. Look at this. That's what the floors used to look like. But see how much more brighter it looks and all that? And they're not. It just looks so much darker now. Like, it's crazy. And then we got this here. Got that. Whole parking lot here. Of course, it won't be the older one because they remodeled that one. Well, they actually, not only remodeled, but they tore the other one down. Sometimes you'll find them abandoned. Like, I've seen some abandoned videos of some of them, but usually they're very rare. They're very rare because what will happen is they'll move their building somewhere else if they plan to, and then they'll just tear them down. And I'm like, can't you leave them up for other people to use? I'm like, again, the whole environment stuff. I'm like you want to complaining about using simple plastic spoons, for your little shakes, then you do this, and like I just don't understand that. Like it's just so stupid. Like I'm sorry, it just really is. Also, Shamrock Shake. I've actually had that. It actually ain't too bad there. I kind of wish McDonald's would they brought it back for a limited time, but I'm like, it'd be nice if they just bring it back and keep it because personally they don't have a lot of options for shakes at the moment, So I'm like, I mean, I understand why they got rid of they got rid of that, the Grimace shake because that was supposed to be for Grimace's birthday, but they could have kept, the other one and all that, because I think they got that for that a limited time. I could be wrong, they might have kept it, but I know a lot of times they'll bring back stuff for limited time and all that, and I'm like, just bring it back and keep it, because you can bring back stuff a limited time to bring back customers, but they're only going to be there for, a certain amount of time, Eventually you're gonna end up running into a huge problem and all that, Yeah, they like remodeled the floors. Yeah, they remodeled this one. Not a lot of pictures though for this one. Let's see some reviews here. Can I actually? Okay, so I don't think I can. I don't think I can actually do anything else, can I? Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna have to. Again, like, why does it do this? Like, why does it make me like I don't understand why they do it like this. It's really annoying, Like, it says this profile is restricted. Request to follow this person to see their reviews, media, and other content in their maps profile. You may be likely to see their content across maps. Okay. That seems kind of weird, but alright. Like, why do they need it privated? I don't understand that. I guess that could be more so on the other people, but it's like the first time I've ever had that happen. Like, I'm not even kidding. I've gone on this stuff a lot. To be fair, I haven't really clicked on people's profiles, so maybe that's why, but still. What's this here? As you help others, you can earn points for each and get closer to the next level. Next level for what? No photos. I don't know. I can't find any photos. I don't think I'm going to worry about it right now. Yeah, there's just not a lot to that one. Or wasn't really a lot of photos. But it says that one's not very busy. And just like a lot of other McDonald's, the reviews are not the greatest. Just like it's pretty much just a typical modern McDonald's. It's just like a modern McDonald's. Just maybe they should just call themselves mid McDonald's because apparently a lot of the reviews are not very good. But that said, though, not all of them. Like I keep saying this too, and I'm going to keep saying it. Not all of them that have been remodeled are like bad, but a lot of them are bad. They're like really bad remodels, and some of them that have been remodeled just look very. Like, I mean, they still don't look great because, again, they took away the effects with the, red roof and all that. But that's just crazy, though, that even back in, like, around this time they did this, they, like, shut it down and all that. I bet if I could actually go on, like, and go to 2007, I bet the maps probably would show up. Like, it probably would, I mean, I bet this one could probably still be in business. But that's the thing, though, they tore it down and all that. They tore all of that down. I don't know if there's really anything else over here or not either. It says Orscheln's. I think Orscheln's was actually bought out by Tractor Supply, I believe, because they shut down all the Orscheln's. But I don't know if I can actually click on this or not. So far, the only one I've been able to do that was Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, it'd be really cool to be able to do that, but look at it. It's like all boarded up. They boarded it up and all that. Like, but yeah, I just can't do anything with it. That's what sucks. But yeah, they closed that down, basically, is what they did. They closed it down. See, it used to have like white and red on that, which is really cool. Not anymore. Also, I can see the scars on there too. See that? You can see the scars. I mean, maybe this one got shut down, maybe because it could have been in bad shape. Some of these McDonald's were not in the best shape, I've heard too. But I feel like, instead of like moving it, I mean, a lot of times you can actually fix these buildings up too. They just don't want to do it. They just feel like they think it's easier just to move it all the way to the other side. But it really just makes it more a pain in the butt for the employees. And then you got like, the fact that when you move it over, you also cause problems, or like you usually make it look more lame and all that. It just sucks. But that's pretty much it. That's the only image I got of this McDonald's, because they remodeled it, so early on. It was like that's the thing. It was like 2 years with that too. That's just crazy. That is crazy, though. I do find that really, really crazy. But yeah, that's basically all we have of this McDonald's. The thing is, though, this doesn't look like a super, fancy McDonald's. I mean, it is a better looking one than the one over there, but it doesn't look like there's much to it. It's another, like, it just looks like another red roof one. I don't know how the dining room would have been, but it's still crazy, though. They closed it down and all that. And then they just built this one over here. But yeah, I don't know if it'd be really hard to find some photos of this one, just because of how old it is. But I don't know if there's anything else really to it I can think of. There's the old lights and all that. But again, there's not much else to it. Plus, I got some dirt on the thing there. I gotta stop putting my feet up there. I keep doing that. But yeah, it's just funny too. It's all fenced off and the doors boarded up. They just don't normally do these, too much. My guess is they probably boarded it up. Like I said, it could have been in bad shape too. I don't know. I mean, the outside doesn't mean anything, like But they were starting to do a lot of these, though, early on. They weren't as noticeable in Missouri, but if you go on Google Maps and, like, other places, you can tell they were, like, already remodeled and all that, so. But you will find these ones, rarely you'll find these ones, that are abandoned like this. There's actually one they found in Alaska. Yeah, Alaska, they found one it was abandoned and all that. It was abandoned in the 90s, but it has this roof over it and all, and also it has the French fry things on it still too. The gutter looking things, they has them on there. Only some of them, because a lot of them fell off. They either fell off or probably some people probably took them off. But they probably took them off too, because of, collector stuff. But that was like in like a military base. So I think they were forced to close that one down, but that's still crazy. I'll have to showcase it sometime too, but I'm not in a hurry to do it right now. But that's really all there is to it. There really isn't much else. Like, I can't find anything else with this one. I don't know why they would have closed it down. Because it was so long ago. I don't really know. Like, again, they could have closed it down because they wanted to have a modern version too, which is possible, but just kind of stupid, I'm just like, I don't get that. But a lot of times, though, they'll move them, over to, they're gonna, because that way, like, if stuff's damaged or something, they'll just move them over to a simpler building or another building and just close the other one down because it'll be easier on the employees. The problem is, though, again, you make it kind of, you tear them down and all that, and another restaurant could have moved into this location. They could have moved into this location, and, it could have stayed open, but no, they tore it down, And like I said, I don't know for this sure if that's why this one closed for modifications. But that has happened before. And it's not just McDonald's, it's other ones that do it too. But McDonald's is the worst at it. And with Burger King, a lot of times they'll abandon their buildings too, but keep them open. So I've seen a lot more abandoned, Burger Kings than McDonald's on YouTube and all because of that. But that's just crazy, again, that has happened. But yeah, but it's all fenced off. Also, is it weird too? It's like, why is it fenced off? Why is it fenced off in the front, but not over here? I just now noticed that. Like, why is it fenced? Like, look, it's fenced off over here, but not over here. But it is boarded up over here. See, it's boarded. It's all that wood over it that's boarded there. But this door right here is not boarded. But it also has a sign on it too. There's a sign on it too. Of course you can't see it because it's all blurry, but there's like a sign on the door too. But I don't know. I know a lot of them in, like, at least Jefferson City and all. They remodeled them, but they kept the buildings kind of there. Actually, the one in Fulton, I think, actually was one that did move their location over a little bit. I could be wrong. Let me actually go back. I'm going to check that. I'm going to check that real quick, and I'll let you guys go. See, we'll do. I just want to check that out real quick. Did they move it too, or was it just always there? I want to see that. Now, I've already showed this one off on the other phone. I'm using this one because the other one's needs to be charged and all that, and it's getting late. So, I'm actually going to be going to bed after this, but I just want to kind of see this real quick. I don't know. Like, was it moved? It looks like it was kind of moved a little bit, but I don't know, there's like grass there and all that too, so I don't know. This one still have its flag. Oh yeah, I guess it still has its U.S. flag on it. I mean, I don't know if a lot of them still do or not. I haven't been paying too much attention to it, but that's what McDonald's was known for too, was having their U.S. flag. Not sure why, but they had their U.S. flag always up. No, I think it was just remodeled. I think it was remodeled. They might have cut it back a little bit, maybe. I don't know. It just looks like they remodeled it a little bit. But that is crazy, though. That that's crazy, though. That a lot of these have been remodeled early on. But this one was not remodeled, I believe, until 2012. But even in 2009, so it still got its old looks. And even after that, they still kept the old building. While the other one in Mexico, they actually remodeled it. Well, actually, they didn't even remodel. They just built a whole new one. They eventually remodeled it, as we saw there with the floors and all that. But they pretty much just built a whole new building, And McDonald's does that crap all the time. They'll do that, and I'm just like, again, I feel like they should just keep the stuff alive or something, or like if you're gonna get rid of your building, like just let somebody else, buy it from you or something. You can make more money off of it that way. Like I said, I don't think McDonald's cares about money because, again, they wouldn't be doing this stuff. But I know I'm doing a lot of complaining in a lot of these McDonald's videos, but that's just kind of how McDonald's is anymore. Like it's not as happy of a place as it once was. But even the employees don't seem very thrilled with the reviews, we have and all that too. It's just like it's a mess. I also had a gas station that used to be there too. I have a cross on there. It has a cross on there. It's like all of those old gas stations. That's pretty cool. I was like actually there for a long time, it looks like. It was like just a truck stop though, so I don't know. I don't like it has a cross on it. I guess maybe it was owned by maybe a church, couple owned it or something, I don't know. Trying to see if it when it closed. Ooh, it closed quite a bit ago, but you can see here it's just got all that's left of it is that. They didn't build a KFC until this is when they started working on the KFC here. And then that's when it got built, so that's kind of crazy, though. I mean, I like being able to look back on time on this stuff, but I don't like how picky it is, and how you I don't like how you can't click on some stuff and just look back on it that way too. That'd be kind of cool. Cause I guarantee there probably was some photos of the stuff back then, but then they updated stuff all the time and it disappeared. But I need to get going because I gotta get ready for bed. But that was kind of fun to show you guys that. I'm definitely more interested in this one. This one was not as interesting to look at, but still, it's still nice, But I'm gonna go ahead and let things go from here because I gotta get ready for bed. See you guys later. Bye bye.